Hey guys, I wanted to show you how to do something that I built on Monday's Vault show. This is I think they're called Palisades. It's a spiky defensive network. So you can see we got a bunch of zombies attacking a bunch of high elves. So it kind of shows you how the functional aspect of it works. And I'm going to show you how to do it. All you're going to need are 2 popsicle sticks and 4 bamboo skewers. To save on time, I've already cut them up. This extra bit here, I'm not sure if that's part of the original 4 or not, but you'll probably want to have that as well. So, here we go. Let me just set you up here. Turn this down. Okay. Moving the guys aside. The first thing you're going to want to do is cut these. I cut these to, and this is all subjective, you can do it any way you want to, just a hair under about 3 inches. Pretty much 3 inches on the nose. So 3 inches, and I'm going to use my hot glue gun. And I've got it set on, I have it set on standard. I don't think this is set on high. What I'm going to do is I'm going to lay down a real thin bead along one of the outside edges, which is a lot easier said than done. Then I'm going to take this, and I don't want it to squirt out on the top, I want it to squirt out on the bottom. So I kind of press it to the upper side and then push it down. Okay, so all the excess glue is on the bottom, if any squirted out. Then I'm going to let that dry for a little bit. Then to reinforce that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to lay another bead down the middle. Now this right here may be enough all by itself to reinforce this. But I'm just going to throw this one more piece in here just to give it that little extra strength. Okay? So it'll look like that. Okay? Now I've got a solid core that I can build off of. And I've got about 20 of these spikes here. What I did was I nipped them. You know, I kept the long end. I measured them out so they were all the same length. These are roughly 2 inches or 5 centimeters. Or, you know, approximately the height of a guy. You know, maybe a little bit longer. So, now I've got these. Then the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to just start working them down. I want to do my 2 outside edges first. And you're going to have to find a way to make them identical. I'm going to just kind of eyeball it here. I probably shouldn't do that. Let's see. A way that you can check it is just put another one next to it and then mark what your ground point would be. And now I know how far I need to go with my second one. Now you might have it where the last one in the middle doesn't line up perfectly doing this. So just kind of keep that in mind. You can always sand it a little bit thinner. It's right in the middle, no one's going to notice it. So I've got my 2 outside lines here. Then I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to mark it. The rest of them I'm going to just eyeball. I've got this one. You can offset it. I'm doing it even just for pure simplicity's sake. Oh wait, it's this one. And then I'm going to flip it. And this is the kind of trick. You go 2, flip it, 2, flip it, 2, flip it, 2. That's the method I found works the best. And if you run it a little bit extra hot, it gives you a little bit of time to move it around before it settles into place. So I've got my inside and my outside edges, right? As a reference point off of that. Now, what I'm going to do is, just like I said, I'm going to flip it. And the hot glue will stay hot fairly long if you're quick enough. You can do them 2 at a time. Remember, you want them to be the same length as the one next to them. See how well that worked out? And then it's just rinse and repeat. So you can kind of test me on speed a little bit here, guys. Because I'm going to try and do this, like I said, I'm going to try and do this live. And, see that one? It didn't take quite as quickly. I've kind of pressed it in. Maybe I'll just do them one at a time. But you just go back and forth. Back, forth, back, forth, back, forth. Obviously, if you want these to be longer, you want to cut more. If it's not as long, you can cut less. That time it took really, really well. The key here, guys, is speed. You don't want it to cool down. Now this one actually was a little bit off center, so I'm just gonna reapply it. I can use the same one even though there's a little bit of residual hot glue there. When I black bomb and dry brush this, it's gonna be very hard to see the pardon me, very, very hard to see the glue. Maybe I'll just do these one at a time, make it a little bit easier. Then I'm not under the gun, so to speak, time-wise. Alright, you can see how quickly this is going, too. I'd say the most time-consuming process was grinding these on the sanders. And at the very end of this video, I'm going to show you a real quick, like, how I did it kind of thing. Just so it's a little bit easier for you. Okay, this one's going to be a little bit rough because it's looking pretty close to dead center. And I'm going to want to keep my oh, it actually worked out perfectly. That's roughly perfect. Okay. Then that last little bit on the inside, it's exactly perfect for the width of one of these. And there you go. Got an extra Palisade. Now, real quick, I'm going to just take you along. This is a flat end. This is all I'm doing. Can you see my sander? Yes. Okay. I just turn on my sander. I've got my flat tip. And that's how long it took. Not very long at all. So, there you go, guys. There's a quick how-to on how to make some really cool Palisades. Pretty nifty, huh? Alrighty, bye-bye.